Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is your girl, ready to do another video real quick. And I see the shit that's going on YouTube, man. Let's call it ace a ace and a spade a spade. Don't nobody on this app know each other unless you are closely related to one another. Like if you're brother, sister, or cousins or something like that. Nobody on this app knows each other. Very few of you have actually met other YouTube creators or your subscribers. Shout out to the YouTube creators. Shout out to the subscribers. But we don't know each other. But we fighting against each other. We arguing with each other. Some of us enjoy each other's company when we uh, participate in the chats or whatever is going on. We good. We good over here, you guys. And the only thing I can say, it is what it is. And I'm good with what's going on YouTube. People want to argue with me, they can argue as much as they want. We can pick at each other as much as we want. But I find it very interesting that the main troublemakers on YouTube have the nerve to get up here and start critiquing other YouTubers they know nothing about. Before you critique me, learn the whole goddamn story, please. Don't come up here and tell me, well, hey, baby, yeah, you're wrong for saying what you said. Don't be trying to chastise me. I'll be 50 years old in a few more weeks. I appreciate people giving their input or their insight. But for someone like Sister T to come out and just say whatever she says, the biggest troublemaker on YouTube. Let's not forget, everyone. Not too long ago, didn't she participate with Queen Regina, trying to take people to court, trying to get people locked up, doxing people? That's what Sister T does. But she wants to talk about me and other YouTube creators. Whatever's going on between me and another woman on this app, that's between us. Everyone wants to be a concerned citizen. Be a concerned citizen in your own backyard, please. My suggestion, see, this is how motherfuckers get twisted. I'm from New York, so my suggestion is for other people to mind their own business. Don't even come over here with that bullshit. Now, Rainy Hot Topics, she doing her thing over there. She's in her house. She's not bothering me right now. So we are in a beef. We are in an argument. We are at war. So just because we haven't said anything to each other does not mean that we are not at war. And I think the biggest reason why the war has begun and started between she and I is because I disagreed with what she did a few months ago. I expressed it, and right after that, I unsubscribed from her. I stopped supporting her page. I did that because I disagreed with what she was doing. She thought she was right. I thought she was wrong. And there's a lot of times when you come on this app, you can't tell anybody they're wrong. You got to agree with them all the time. I'm not going to continuously agree with anyone. And I don't want anyone to continuously agree with me. It is what it is. My email is up there, barbosaarabia@gmail.com. Reach me on my email. Shit. Motherfuckers got a lot of nerve coming over here. The biggest troublemakers on YouTube. That same day we was on brown skin lady panel. Shout out to brown skin lady. Queen Regina appeared that same day as well. Me and Queen Regina, we don't see eye to eye. But Queen Regina didn't get in my business neither. Whatever's going on between me and Rainey, Queen, leave it just like that. So does everyone else. Just stay out of it. You're not in the war, you're not in the beef. Please stay out of it. Because this is how shit get twisted and turned. And people feelings get hurt. I'm good with what I do. As long as I'm not snatching someone's purse or stealing someone's car or burglarizing their home or robbing their store or doing anything that's against the law, I'm good with what I do. It is what it is. I'm fine. But I got to get up and get ready to get out of here because I have to go to work today. I have to make me some breakfast. I have to take me a shower. I got to put on clothes, put my shoes on, lock the door, and walk to work. And I'm going to get myself more in a habit of doing certain things every single day, even if I don't feel like doing it, because I have things I have to be doing. You know, it is what it is. Thank you, my babies, for just being you, regardless of what. It's all good. I know who support me, and I know who don't, and it's great. Now I know what I'm really facing. I don't really have too much opposition just from the other side. You know, I don't know if anyone remembers that cartoon that used to come on Fridays, and the theme song. Macy Gray was singing the theme song for that particular cartoon. And what was the name of that song? Until further notice. What was the lyrics? Someone once told me that the grass was greener on the other side. Now, I forget the rest of the lyrics, but the title of the song is Until Further Notice by Macy Gray. Shout out to Macy Gray. I hope she's still singing. I hope she's still acting. I say Queen Latifah's out there doing her thing. I see on YouTube they are posting more of Tyler Perry, Medea quotations and her little sayings and advice. Shout out to Tyler Perry. He need to come out here and interview some of us YouTubers and give us jobs. I wouldn't mind doing the grip work, building the actual sets for his movies or his plays or whatever. I wouldn't mind doing that. Even if I have to be an extra, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. You know, they used to do that in New York all the time, film certain films, and you know, sometimes they had people just walking up and down the street. They were extras in the movie, or you know, because Law and Order, they used to do a lot of scenes in Yonkers, New York, Tuckahoe, New York, downtown Manhattan, Harlem, Spanish Harlem. Yes, Law and Order was everywhere. Shout out to Law and Order. I wish the producer for that particular show would hire people from off of YouTube. Give us some real jobs, or even a seasonal job with the show. You know what I mean? That would be interesting. So nobody on YouTube would keep depending on Kwame Brown or Gilbert Arenas instead of leaning on the two celebrities that's on YouTube. Become celebrities on your own. Shit, build your own empire. We don't need retired NBA players in our midst. We don't need that. I know I don't. Yeah, I believe if you're a celebrity, you should stay out of YouTube beef and business. That's the way I feel. That's my opinion. Uh, I'm gonna get up after I'm finished with this, because I see nobody want to hit the link. I did share it, so it is what it is. Um, that's all I can do until I upgrade this plan for my StreamYard. I might not even use StreamYard no more. I might use another service so I can do my lives more better. Because I think StreamYard is only gonna go but so far with you on your page or whatnot. And then I was looking over there, one of my favorite YouTubers. I think it's something was said about the StreamYard on how StreamYard be doing. So it is what it is. I'll probably end up sharing this. I'm not exactly sure. Just leave it just like this, because I gotta leave here. I don't want to leave too early, you guys. Because if you leave too early, you're sitting in the office for like almost 2 hours waiting to get on a job. Now, if I play my cards right, I'll come just in time. I need to get there before 6:30. I'm gonna put it like that. I would call my friend, and you know what? That's another thing. He called me yesterday, talking about somebody called his phone, try to get at me, but he never texted me the number. He never called me back about the number. I called him twice about it. So I'm just thinking maybe he's just telling me that so he can get me to come over there where he is at. But I'll call him today and try to get that number and tell him to text it to my number. And then I'm gonna put it on my community wall. If he ever finds the number in that goddamn phone, it shouldn't be that hard to find. So whoever's doing what, fuck you. Don't nobody threaten Arabia Barbosa. You can suck my dick on that shit. For real, man. Cause if they're calling him, if it's the person I think it is, they also have my phone number. They have his current phone number. So I'm wondering why they don't reach out to me personally. So he might just be making that up. Sometimes people like drama. That's why I keep telling y'all about people that be sleeping in your bed sheets. They're the most biggest drama making motherfuckers you'll ever meet. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't have to be married all the time to figure these things out, but it does happen. So that's all I have to say. Right now, everything sounds a little quiet. I didn't watch the whole Skinny video that he did last night. And I don't know what other people are talking about when it's concerning him. Everyone should know Mr. Skinny by now. Everybody knows he's a one-man band. He's a one-man band. He might have people rocking out with him and stuff, but on the real note, he really feels more comfortable with being by himself. So it is what it is. Me personally, I've never hit his link. I visited his page a few times, and I know I've noticed that he's an opportunist. He was friends with Kwame Brown for a short period of time. Then him and Kwame fell out. Then he was friends with Armando Black. Him and Armando Black fell out. He was friends with Tommy Sotomayor. But as long as he was with KB, he was against Tommy Sotomayor, right? Come on, y'all. Let's stop the cap. Let's be honest about who's on YouTube and who's doing what. I'm not really concerned about Mr. Skinny. Mr. Skinny is gonna be Mr. Skinny. He do be trying to stop some of the beefs by having people come on his panel, but that's only for clicks and views as far as I'm concerned. He knows to go behind the scenes and get in touch with these people. So that's just my opinion on it. Seemed like when Tommy left, the whole sector changed. All of a sudden, it became named after Kwame Brown. This is not his sector. I keep hearing that shit. This is not Kwame Brown's sector. Fuck Kwame Brown. Fuck the We the People cult. And fuck them other drop shots that came from the We the People cult, man. This sector does not belong to you. It doesn't. Stop saying that. Shit, that gets on my nerves because that's nothing but a bold-faced lie, a lie from the pits of hell. A lie don't care who tells it. And I'm saying that straight off the rip. Oh, my goodness. There's so much going on YouTube. It's ridiculous. And yes, we are fighting a spiritual warfare on YouTube. A bunch of strangers fighting each other. Just because we have differences of opinion. That shows you how many adults are on YouTube and how many children are living in these adult bodies. Because if you disagree, it's just like what happened between me and Rainey. That is all behind a disagreement. Not miscommunication, a disagreement on how she was treating another YouTube creator, which I thought was wrong. She attacked that woman for no fucking reason. No reason. And when I said something about it to her, she all of a sudden had a problem with me. When I picked up that there was an issue, I said, fuck it. I'm going to leave your ass in the dust and side with the other person. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. Because if you can't take constructive criticism, that means you're blocked from learning and growing. There is no more learning for you. There is no more growing for you. You might as well be dead and sleeping in a grave somewhere. Because the only people on earth, the only perfect people on earth are all dead. None of them are living above 6 feet. Or, from out of the earth. They're in a tomb somewhere. They're a mausoleum somewhere. They are buried somewhere, or they might be sitting in an urn. Those are the only perfect people on the planet Earth. Dead people. And when you die, you don't make no more mistakes. You don't have no more out of wedlock children. You're not whoring out here no more. You're not trying to steal from anyone. You're not lying on anyone. You know why? Because you're dead. You're not even moving. You're unconscious to the world. That's why when I was in prison, a lot of people like to sleep all day in the bed because they knew as long as they stayed asleep, they didn't have to face certain things that was going on in the prison. Control yard movement did not worry them. Most of those people that I'm speaking of used to always be on lockup. I should know. I was there. It is what it is, man. People say, well, Ray, damn, you be talking good sometimes, sometimes you be off the meat rack. Yes, I do. No one is perfect. The day I become perfect is the day they got my body in the morgue, they got me in the body bag, and I am toe tagged. That's the only day I'm going to be perfect. When I'm no longer moving, no longer breathing, no longer having to pay taxes, no longer sleeping with this one and that one, no longer talking anymore, no longer doing anything, not sending nothing out. That is when I will become perfect, when the universe calls me back home. And that can be anytime. It could be 20 years from now, could be 2 years from now, could be 5 years from now, could be 8 hours from now. I don't know. No one knows what time the universe will call them back. They said nobody knows the time when Jesus is coming back. Jesus ain't coming back. He's dead and gone, ain't coming back. Get that out of your mind that there's going to be some God coming out of the sky to save you. The only God that is going to do anything for you is the one that you see in the mirror. When you look in the pits of your own eyes, that is the window to the seat of your soul, your spirit, because there are 9 dimensions of man. 9 dimensions. And the human voice and music are the only 2 sources of power and energy that can enter a human body without your permission. So it is what it is. Now, I'm sorry I'm not doing all the right things on YouTube. I ain't never going to be all right. I'm always going to be flawed. And thank God for it. Let me get ready to get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll get myself together. I'm going to smoke me another cigarette before I start getting myself together. Y'all have a awesome work day. And, I hope to see y'all doing some videos later on. I don't care if it's a live. I don't care if it's a short. I don't care if it's an upload. Let's get these messages out. Don't let nobody stop you from talking, please. You got something to say it. Peace out, New York love. Peace, y'all. 1.